Lions TV, this is the Den Daily, bringing you all the latest gossip, views and transfer news from in and around the Den. This morning we woke up to the news that Millwall are allegedly interested and have bid for QPR's 27-year-old Scottish striker, Lyndon Dykes. The article came from the Daily Mail. It is available to look at on the Daily Mail website and on Twitter as well. And it says, well, there's the headline, QPR reject £3 million bid from Millwall for striker Lyndon Dykes. That would, of course, blow out record signing out of the water, which is currently Zian Fleming at 1.7 million. And apparently there is also other interest from championship clubs, including Stoke and runaway league leaders Burnley. I saw that and thought, wow, that will do. Not too long ago, it's 2 months ago, I put it on social media this morning. I actually tried to break the clip up to put it on this video, but I couldn't manage it. So apologies for that. But I talk after the whole game in the post-match analysis. I talk about what we're missing, a focal point, a central striker, a target man that we can put the ball into and join in with. As much as I like Bradshaw, I don't think he fits that role. And I think if we had that focal point, that big, strong centre forward who could get his back to goal and roll defenders, I've seen him do that, Lyndon Dykes, actually, in a live game on Sky recently. But not only that, the likes of Mitchell, Saville, Fleming, putting balls into him to then join in and get beyond. I think goals aside, because a lot of you aren't thrilled with his goal tally, I think that he would play a pivotal part in giving us a much better shape. And he's definitely, for me, the type of player that we're after. It has, as I've said, met quite a lot of negativity online from Lions fans, and that's fair enough. That's your opinion. Dykes, of course, is a Scottish international as well, although he's born on the Gold Coast and lived there most of his life. That was to Scottish parents. 6'2". He knocked around in the Australian leagues for a while, eventually coming over to Queen of the South in 2016, where he spent 3 years there, 10 goals in 86 games. Not great, but still a young striker at that point. On to Livingston for a season in Scotland as well. I don't even think they're in the top division, are they? 11 goals in 28 games. And that got him a move to QPR in 2020. If Wikipedia is believed to be correct, he scored 25 goals in 100 appearances for the R's. It's not always spot on Wikipedia, as we know, but around a goal in every 4 games. I can understand why some of you have met with negativity. I'm really surprised at the amount of negativity, and I'll say what I said on social media. I'm really surprised at that. We all moan at the club aren't having enough ambition, and I think now by saying, look, we'll double our transfer fee, our record transfer fee, and get a 27-year-old proven striker in the championship that plays for a team on the same level as us, arguably, probably not even arguably, if we're honest. I think it's a really, really good move. People are saying he's only scored 6 goals this season. You know, he's no better replacement than we've already got Bradshaw. Would Rowett change the formation? Not so sure he would. I think he'd still stick with one up top. I just think Dykes would definitely fit that bill better and give us much more shape, drag the rest of the team further up the pitch and make us much more of a team that plays a lot of his football in the opposition half, like we used to do, interview Sean Williams yesterday, like we do under Neil Harris with Gregors and Morrow up front and Saville pressing high. I think it would definitely give us a new dimension. It's definitely one I'm interested in. For those saying I wouldn't pay £3 million for him, in my opinion, and I might be wrong, I've been wrong before, you're miles off. We see these players now. I see this morning a Bristol City player, a team in the Premier League's bid £8 million for him. I know we're not in the Premier League, but silly money in football these days, and I don't think that's a lot of money at all. £3 million. QPR, ironically, don't think it's enough money. They have rejected that bid, if you believe what the Daily Mail has posted. I think it's got legs. We've been going about things almost, behind the scenes, almost like a fucking like a hitman behind the scenes, sneaking around. No one's found out anything. I've been trying to find out things, found out nothing. But we have trimmed off the wage bill, shall we say. I don't agree with everyone that's left the club, but even the likes of Bessart Topolog now has gone to Bromley, Hayden Muller's gone to Dundalk, Benik Afobe's gone out the door, Tanto's gone out the door. You're probably looking at around £20,000 worth of wages a week there. And I think that's what the team and the club are looking to do. I've also said in previous videos, our fantastic chairman, Mr. Berylson, we love him to death for what he's done for the club. But he has put in over £100 million of his own money in his tenure as Millwall chairman. And I did say this, even if Millwall is in his heart and he loves the club, which he obviously does, you know, he's still a businessman. And if he looks at that in another 10 years, he's not going to want to keep losing 100 million every 10 years. You know, he is a businessman. He will want to turn things around. So I have said as well in previous videos, if he just has that little bit of investment, you know, risk that extra 10 million now on 2 or 3 players that we could give us the push. And I feel these players would give us the push. The likes of Dykes as well, and maybe 1 or 2 others would really give us a great push at that playoffs. We're in and around it now, but I do feel unless we invest, we will fall away. And as I said, I think Berylson now, all right, do I want to do another 100 million over 10 years? What about if I invest 10 million now, give the manager what he wants, give the fans what they want, show a little bit of intent, get a couple of higher end players in for us, and it is a higher end player for us. Never before have we paid £3 million, never anywhere near it. Then I feel, you know, who knows, you could recoup all that money and more at once if we was to get promoted. But I'm very interested to know what you think in the comments. As I said, I was pleased with this. I think it's higher end of what we can get. A lot of you saying, no, go abroad, go abroad. That worked with Fleming, and we were spoilt with that one. But let's not forget, it hasn't worked dipping our toe into the foreign market before. Although it could work again. I'm not saying it won't. I'm saying Dykes is well thought of at QPR. You know, he's their main man as far as I'm aware, striker-wise. And I think it'll be a big coup for us to get him in. Would like to see him play up front with Bradshaw. Will that happen? I don't know. But it's definitely a strong addition to the squad. And I will let you know more on it if, as and when it comes in. It could be rumour, but I can't see the Daily Mail going with it if it isn't. Obviously a big fucking press outlet in the country. So I don't know where it's come from, but for them to get hold of it. But it has come, and I will keep you posted the more I know. But that's your lot for this then, Daily. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be streaming tomorrow for the Cardiff game. And if you're a member, the Sean Williams interview will be up on Sunday for you to watch. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.